What's up, YouTube? It's your man A-Rock coming at you way too real. And I'm just going to real quick go off and talk about UFC 137 real quick, the recap, and then we're going to get into UFC 139 because UFC 138 looks pretty damn whack. Off top, Diaz against Penn. I originally picked Penn because I didn't want to go with my heart because Diaz is my favorite fighter, and wow, did that dude put on a show. Diaz, I love that whole little outlaw, just don't give a damn, you know, throwing his hands up, you know, and then striking on fools, dropping D's. Beautiful production he put out there, just pretty much beat BJ Penn into retirement. Big ups to BJ, you know what I mean, holding it down. He definitely won round one and, you know, didn't go out like no punk, but I mean, Nick Diaz is just amazing. I can't wait till him and GSP get it on. I mean, I'm going to have my thoughts about that, but that's neither here nor there right now. Matt Metrione against Czech Congo. Boring ass fight. That drops Matt Metrione way down, and it doesn't even lift Czech Congo. It just maybe Czech Congo goes up 3 percentage points. So that fight didn't do nothing for either of those two dudes. It is what it is. Crocop Nelson, the fight went just as I thought it would go. Crocop, big ups to you. You know what I mean? One thing I learned in this sport is that, you know, old cats, you gotta let them go. You know what I mean? You can't hold on to them forever. You know, Fedor, Crocop, you know, Couture, cats like that, you just gotta let them go. You know, they're not gonna, you know, reclaim what they had as a youth. You know what I mean? This is a young man's sport. So big ups to Crocop. Roy Nelson, I don't know where he can go now. You know what I mean? Maybe he needs to lose some weight and try to get a rematch against Amir, or, you know, I don't know. You know, I don't know where he can go, but impressive win. You know, give shouts out to Roy Nelson. On the prelim cards, Polazewski, the Polish cat, held it down. Probably the best striking that I've seen in 2011 to finish somebody. Just look this dude up on YouTube or whatever on his knockout. His last name is spelled Palazewski. This cat put it down. Woo! And then the Cowboy Cerrone, he did his thing also. So let's go into UFC 139. There's basically only one fight to talk about. It's the Cain Velasquez Junior Dos Santos jump off, and I got Cain winning this one. Cain, I mean, he's one of my top 3, top 5 favorite fighters in the game right now. I followed him from him being a little egg, working all his way up to being the heavyweight champion. So Dos Santos, I got respect for him, but you know, haven't followed him too closely. You know, just his recent fights. Most notably, Dos Santos got his wins on Gonzaga, Carwin, Nelson, who just beat Crocop, Verdun, and Skyscraper. You know, those are all legitimate wins, and this dude is a beast. Cain, I think a lot of people's putting into, you know, stock into the fact that he beat Brock. That's pretty much it. You know, he beat Brock. You know, I mean, but his cardio is amazing for a heavyweight. You know what I mean? And he's just very exciting to watch. I got him by knockout in the second round. I know that doesn't mean anything in this sport. You know, you can say that's just a throw in the wind. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean anything. Nobody can predict this type of fighting, and that's why I love it so much. But Dos Santos got a nice arsenal. The kicks, his striking, he got ground game. So Cain Velasquez, you gotta watch out for that. For Dos Santos, step your cardio game up against this dude. He's gonna be a beast. So I got Cain Velasquez winning this in the second round. It's your man A-Rock. Another Jersey video around the corner. Not to mention, you know, I got my blogs, I got my thoughts. You know what I mean? Check out that. And obviously, I got more UFC videos. Stay tuned to the A-Rock channel. It is what it is. If you haven't subscribed, the best thing for you to do right now is subscribe, because we got hot videos. And check out the catalog. You know, there's all kinds of hot videos to check out. With that being said, it's your boy A-Rock, West Coast all day, every day. Holla back.
Keep the motor running cause twice, 3 times, yeah, thrice. You's a cat, you's a feline, you's a kid, you ain't go throw rice.